Well, first of all, I'd like to express my gratitude for the Iron Arrow Society to tap me today. It's a tremendous honor. I'm very humbled by it. I had one experience with the Iron Arrow Society in my first year when they tapped Malcolm Grant. And I know Malcolm was very, very proud to join such a select group, and I am as well. So that happened this afternoon, and I'm wearing the Iron Arrow. What is this called? Jacket? Jacket. I want to be sure I say the right thing. But so that was quite a thrill. As far as tonight is concerned, my major thought is if our defense in practice, and we've worked very hard, but we don't see the results as much as I would like to at this point. And I'll give you an example. Jaquan Newton had 4 fouls, Davon Reed had 4 fouls, Kamari Murphy had 4 fouls, and Bruce Brown had 4 fouls. So we can't afford those players to be in foul trouble all game long. We're not that deep. We're young. We have a lot of inexperienced guys. We can't have our veterans sitting on the bench in foul trouble. But we're working on the man-to-man. We only played man-to-man the whole time. So, hopefully we can improve in that in this next week, because we'll have to be a lot better than this next Friday against Western Carolina.
Can you talk about Jaquan Newton's performance now in the starting lineup? And it seems like he's running the show at the point.
Well, he is. What I shared with him after the game was that a point guard is like a quarterback. He's got to know when to pass, when to run, when to hand it off to somebody else. And he had 4 assists and 4 turnovers. We want him to get that assist-to-turnover ratio up to 2-to-1. And it's going to be hard for him, especially hard because right now we don't have an outstanding three-point shooting team. I say that we were 7 for 12, and I would take that every night. But what I'm saying is the defenses are going to collapse because they know Jaquan is really good going to the basket. What he has to learn to do is get the defense to spread the floor. The only way to do that is through passing. Dribbling tightens the defense. Passing spreads it out. We need to do a better job in passing.
We talk about Bruce, he seemed, of the freshmen, he seemed the most.
Well, he got the most minutes. Again, when Jaquan got in foul trouble in the first half, Bruce is the backup point guard, so he gets to play those minutes. And then in the second half, they were so small and shooting so many threes, and big guys don't go out and guard threes as well as a guy who's really a guard. And so you asked why we pulled ahead at the end is because we matched up a little bit better. We were switching 1 through 4. Anthony Lawrence moved to the 4. Bruce was at the 3, Davon at the 2, and Jaquan at the 1. And those 4 guys just kept switching so they didn't get dribble penetration or any of those easy baskets that they got earlier in the half.
Can you talk about the rotation? You started with the 5 experienced players, then you went to some of the new guys, and then it was a little bit of a mix throughout the rest of the game.
Yeah, I want to be able to platoon early in the game so I can see, who's, good, in good rhythm and playing pretty well. I would have liked to have played Rodney Miller a good bit more, but trying to get Buka some experience. He doesn't have a lot. He played sparingly last year. He was in Rodney's role. He'll come in off the bench and play a few minutes, and then you might get back in, you might not. But Rodney's been practicing well, so I'm very confident in him. But until I get Buka enough minutes for him to get really confident in himself and his teammates get confident in him. Buka ended up with 6 points. That can't be right. He's 3 for 4 from the field. Oh, I'm sorry, 8 points and 6 rebounds. So he had 8 points and 6 rebounds. I would have liked for him to get double figures, maybe get 1 or 2 more shots. One of the things, whether it's basketball or even life itself, it's about balance. You want good balance in your life. And our players need good balance in our offense. We need to have our big guys touch the ball a certain number of times. they need to limit what they're trying to do. Tonight, we had a couple of them trying to like make plays. We want them being the ones finishing the play. If they try to do things that's a little more difficult for them, it's not going to work at a high level. But we ended up shooting 52% from the field, 58% from the foul line, and barely 59%. I'm sorry, 52% from the field, 58% from three, and 59% from the foul line. So we really need to improve the free throws.
You guys had 2 fast break points in the first half. It ended with 11, but it seems like it was late. Did you feel like they were up-tempo enough? Would you like them?
No, we need to be much better in the open court. We had a travel called on Jaquan Newton. I'll have to look at it, but I would be surprised if it was a travel. We had a pass Davon overthrew DJ. Murph had something early on. I don't know if he charged or something. Yeah, I think he charged. So we had plenty of opportunities and just didn't convert. That's why we ended up with 13 assists and 15 turnovers. It would have been much better if we had 16, 17 assists, only 10 turnovers.
Do you think that lineup that you touched upon before with Newton at the 1, Reed at the 2, Brown at the 3, Lawrence at the 4, and Murphy at the 5 would lend to that more up-tempo pace?
Well, the reason you play a team like that is when there's fewer minutes left in the game and you go small, so you have a lot of good ball handling and hopefully good free throw shooting. But you can't play that way for too long a period of time, because then you're going to get beat on the boards and you're going to get worn down and you're going to get in foul trouble. So I liked what we did. I like how the team pulled together at the end when they pulled within 2, called a timeout, and they went back out and pushed it back up to double digits. That's a good sign. But we have, as I said, a lot of work to do defensively.
What did you see from DeJuan tonight?
He didn't get as much run as I would have liked. He only played 13 minutes. He's learning. He's very athletic, and he's going to be very good. And he's just got to keep working at it. Oh, he's going to improve as we go along. I got to figure out how to play him and who I should play him with. When he first went in, he played with Rodney Miller. And when he went in the next time, he played with Abuka Zundu. I'm not sure he ever played with Murph. Maybe a little bit in the second half, because Murph was in foul trouble. So he ended up subbing for Murph. So we'll see how that goes.
You talked about Davon Reed as a leader, not only with his performance tonight, but it seemed like on the court when something would call and go their way, he was always the first.
Yeah, I thought he was very good. He had 2 assists and 3 turnovers. He got himself in a little bit of a hurry a couple of times. But I thought he played a really good floor game. 8 for 11 from the field, 5 for 6 from 3, 4 rebounds in 21 points in 35 minutes. I didn't realize I played him that much. You know, someone said to me afterwards, and I said, no, I didn't play anybody over 30 minutes. But I did. Played he and Anthony Lawrence, 35 and 36.
You talked a little bit earlier about Rodney Miller only getting 2 minutes and you playing a little bit of Buka's role from last year. What do you see Rodney Miller's role growing in the season as? You might give him more minutes as the season goes on?
Well, I think that will, what I said earlier is it's really based on getting the starters comfortable. If you're just rotating players in and out constantly, nobody really understands who the guys are that we're counting on to lead us. Right, so in the second half, I reduced the rotation to give Buka more minutes. Now, he ended up playing, how many? 18? He played 18 minutes, and that's, I'm guessing, the most minutes in his career. So hopefully we can get him in that 18 to 20 category.
And then also Rashawn Muhammad, he only played 10 minutes and was scoreless. But is there anything you've seen from him in practice that?
Yeah, actually, I'm surprised DJ and Rashad didn't score, because they're both really outstanding shooters. And there was one they called a foul right as Rashad made a three. DJ had a couple of open looks he normally makes in practice. It's an exhibition game, and I think it's a good learning experience for everybody.